Hello there, Internet. I am your host, J-Man. And I welcome you all back to Let's Play! Master Protective Archive, Ring Code. We left off. We continue more investigating with Halara. Found out that we may not be making the time. However, now we're here at the Labyrinth. But this time, Halara, despite because our not forte, by touching their hand,
Where am I?
Halara is now with us.
What should I do?
We don't have much of a choice now. No point in keeping secrets here.
Halara? And that's how this mystery labyrinth involving the Nailman killings materialized.
I see. So mystery labyrinths are materialization of mysteries themselves. And the truth is encased deep within. I appear to have underestimated you. I must admit, it's quite a superhuman power. Who are you?
To be honest,
Before you continue, tell me, who is that?
her name is Shinigami. I think the simplest way to describe her is that she's a guide.
That's me! I'm also Master Scary Cute Mentor.
On to my next question.
You're just gonna ignore me?
You mentioned the Nailman case just now. I had heard the rumors about that around town. Why are you investigating that case?
Huh? What are you talking about?
The Nailman. We were pursuing that.
You don't remember? There was a young boy who wanted to hire a detective and you turned him down.
I do remember you received a request from a child about some case, and you ended up seeking my help. The cost for hiring me was $5,500,000,
You remember the exact amount.
but I can't remember what the case involved. I do. My mind is clouded.
Wow,
I don't
is this a
remember
side
exact-
effect or
Could
something?
that be?
Yeah, it's because of the Mystery Labyrinth. The Mystery Labyrinth is a fortress protecting the truth. So, outsiders usually, if someone did happen to wander in, their memories of the case would be locked away. Though, if you have a pact with me, you wouldn't be affected. But I guess that part of the pact can't be shared.
This is the Mystery Labyrinth's defense mechanism. It makes sense for a vault that protects its treasure.
Yep, totally not strange
So
at all.
I take it that they can't
Halara
remember once we
here,
leave
sure.
the fortress then. Or the labyrinth.
Don't mind her. She gives people
Anyway, since my memories of the case,
a supporting role?
as long as we're in here, I will act as your assistant. Well, that's the same.
That means we can't rely on Halara's detective skills. That's unfortunate, but it's still nice to have.
Hey, Master, before we head into the Mystery Labyrinth, let's do that thing.
Huh? What?
Oh no, no, no.
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Take a shot.
Yeah, I am.
And my parents walking in the room. I mean, my father, Rory, was like, yeah, so, my dad, usually the guy in the family that buys stuff off eBay for everybody. I was trying to get Shadow Hearts Covenant because I couldn't find anyone on Etsy.
Well, this world is just full of surprise. I assume that sword is used to cut down enemies,
You're right. It's a special sword that can interact with things here.
I better materialize the solution keys I got during the investigation, too.
Again, this is some weird. Yes, tonight's episode,
That
the
was
writer's
what?
barely
There
disguised
you go.
fetish.
Do you...
What? Should I use a different hole instead?
Sorry, please, don't
I
mind.
wanted to get rid for my no, we can't risk demonetization.
All right, we're all set. Now, let's unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
I understand that progressing through this mystery labyrinth will... But what happens to us if we can't find it?
We'd be lost, wandering around here forever.
But as long as we reach the truth, it doesn't matter how much time we...
Oh, I forgot to mention this, but
Oh, what?
there's a limit to how long you can stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul will wander until it's eventually absorbed by the mystery lab. In other words, you die.
Why are you laughing?
Well, granted, the trials also
Now
had
relax,
these.
quit whining. A detective is bound. Isn't that right, Hellara?
It's no different from our usual line of work. A detective's life is always...
See? Listen up, Master. You might.
You're taking this awfully well, Hel-
So,
What's this?
They seem to represent the 4 crimes. I assume that solving all 4 will
well,
allow
here's
us
more
to
Tim
progress.
Burton stuff,
Oh, I
because, yeah,
see.
apparently Tim Burton served as like a big inspiration for this game's development.
See? Master, this is
And
your
I
job.
only saw one, I can only remember like seeing 2 Tim Burton movies, and they were Nightmare Before Christmas, because I'm probably the only person in my family that actually saw and liked that movie, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since it...
If the numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the 4th lock...
Also, I don't know if it's gonna be like a hot take or anything, but
Are you going to the 4th lock?
yeah, I'll come and think of it.
This is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene. Shinigami, you didn't...
No, I can only do that when I hit you so hard in the head you almost die. It looks to me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth on its...
The 4th locked room is the latest chronologically.
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the Nailman.
What are the details of the case? Try to tell me as
The crime was a locked room. In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse covered in countless nails.
which means that's the corpse.
Yeah. There were also lots of dolls nailed to the walls. It looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes. Left...
Hence the Nailman killings. From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
There's only one window, and its shutters were down as well. I see. So
Yeah,
the
that's
shutters
yeah,
were
that's Charlie
locked
Chocolate,
too.
because I actually kind of liked that film,
This is the 3rd floor of the clock tower.
the Tim Burton version.
It's too high up to jump.
So it really is a locked room.
Hey! If this is a locked
It was,
room... Oh no!
yeah, it wasn't as good as the
You're
70s
trapped
classic,
unless
but
you solve this mystery. Otherwise, you'll run out of time.
yeah,
Your
it was
soul
a lot.
gets
I felt like
snuffed out.
it had a little more accuracy to the original source material from what I could have remember reading of it anyway. Like, there was no egg thing in the book. That was something that was added to the film. There was no, I felt like the chocolate river looked like actual chocolate and not like a bunch of water.
I see. So that...
I'm surprised you're so calm.
Here. It has to be here.
The culprits must have escaped.
And your reasoning?
When I arrived at the scene, the window shuttered. It was wet underneath the window, but
Which means... the window is...
it's likely the culprit escaped through the window.
Is it possible to close the shutters from the...
Yes, this style of shutter automatically locks, so its momentum pulls it down. And once, in other words, the culprit held up the shutters.
In that case, let's try leaving this locked room in the sea.
Right, let's try it.
Oh god, that's Seth. Oh my broccoli hair.
The Nailman killings have already been solved.
Is he that peacekeeper?
It's a mystery phantom! The people covering up the case in the real world are manifested. You think the culprit really escaped from here? This high up?
Probably had a parachute or
If you
something.
fall, you die. Why don't you give it a try?
Maybe he also had like a...
Help!
Or maybe he landed in a haystack like in Assassin's Creed.
Hey, don't drag me down with you!
We can't leave a guest behind, Hallara! It would be downright unmannerly!
Yeah. What else happened?
It's so simple.
Yeah, because I can't think of any other Tim Burton film I saw.
A little tough for you, Master.
Yuma, the Mystery Labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery. So solving it will get us out of this, right?
Bit of Batman?
I think so!
Tim Burton Batman was a
The
movie.
culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did.
Was a Burton
They would
film.
need a tool to get up and down.
A tool?
You should have found something during the investigation. I was helping you after. You must have seen the answer with your own eyes. Try to remember.
JoJo pose!
Master, concentrate!
Why did the Cobra use... What did the Cobra use to escape from a high location?
This must be it!
That's it! We found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church. The culprit had used that rope to escape through the window.
What traces did using the rope leave behind? No.
This is it!
Did I get it right?
The nail that was stuck in the doll under the window had some rub marks on it. The culprit must have tied the rope there. That...
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window. Unless you've had special training for it.
Yeah, did
There's
they ever
no
use the
way
same guy
Archer
that played
could manage
Zilch?
it. That can't be how things went down.
In that case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
What's that? I can't hear you!
What were the rope's burnt remains originally?
Don't worry, I'm right here with you. In spirit, anyway.
Oh my god, spaghetti magma.
Ow!
Yuma, are you okay?
Yeah,
Correct. It's all...
well, it...
Come on, are you...
right.
So this is the rope ladder in question. It certainly was... The details of the case are still unclear to me. Was this found in the church's incinerator?
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time. The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected.
That looks like a penis.
And that's how they made a rope.
That looks like
ladder.
a penis.
What makes you so sure it was used here?
Mexican speaking
The
penis.
nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope, and had some yellow fibers
Dick
on it.
goblin.
A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains.
Dick
I
gay.
noticed it was the same yellow color, and there were footprints on the ground below the window of the clock tower, facing the
Enough
wall.
with the showboating.
Thinking about it now,
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail?
the culprit could have cut it. It would have been one long single rope.
The window's shutters fell due to its weight and not.
Yep, that's a step. To me for training you!
The culprit used that rope ladder to... That doesn't change.
Master, boom, kill the mystery fit.
Yeah!
One day, Tales of Land, male hookers were existing. Alright.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime.
Wait.
The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created a locked room.
Say,
Right.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is.
The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime.
After committing
The crime. Just as you deduced.
he created that locked room.
say,
Yeah.
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who
The culprit is. The watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime. Just as you deduced, he created the locked room.
and escaped via the rope ladder.
This is the truth.
No, that's wrong!
The watchmaker is afraid of heights. He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder, so it's impossible for him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man.
You said these mystery phantoms try to cover up the... Which means the Peacekeeper Seth,
I don't know why, but it's...
Perhaps it is connected to Kana. All the more reason to seize the truth.
Right.
jeez, who's the protect?
Yeah, so, something I want to do once I finish this game is make a meme. So when I first got into Danganronpa, I made like a series of posts about how I viewed each of the characters from the game, from each game. For instance,
By the way, Yuma,
Makoto
about your
was
story.
average kid no one understands
Does it only work
because,
on clues
well,
and mystery
he openly said
phantoms?
he was not very interesting. Taka is a Scottish good boy who does his taxes.
The solution blade works against anything in the mystery labyrinth.
You could have told me that sooner.
Can I use that sword?
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it. You may be under the effects of coalescence, so nope.
I was merely curious. Let's return to the case. Assuming the watchmaker isn't the
Yakia is
culprit,
British douchebag.
do you have any-
Leon is an angry Australian.
Halara, during the I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the... prompt and logical.
Wait, you're tooting your own horn?
Okay, there's a mummy thing. Of a... I wonder how I get more strength, because I feel like strength will play a big role later in the game.
Hey!
You don't know what's in there, though.
Check it out!
Okay, only clergy members are allowed to access the incinerator. Yeah, it's gotta be him, because,
We're back to the original spot.
So, we cleared the first route. We just need to keep this up and go through each, which supposedly leads to some...
You learn fast.
If you're so impressed, why don't you just sign up?
Oh, are you sulking?
No, I'm not.
We're short on time, aren't we? Let's move on.
Right.
I can't wait to reap the culprit's soul. What do we do next? You can choose whichever you want.
Let's see.
dear God, look at this floor. Let's all keep this labyrinth away from Logan Paul.
The first locked room happened 6 months ago in a secret club, and an old geezer was nailed to the wall in an... If you think you're up for it. Are you going to the first...
Yeah, now I kind of have this weird idea of some art for Kotoko that I hope somebody might do. Make, I don't know why Kotoko might look. I'd like to see Kotoko in like an old like something out of a Tim Burton film.
Oh, did we get trapped inside a locked room again? But if the mystery isn't solved, then I won't escape this place. Trapped in a cramped room with these sounds kind of fun, actually.
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of
Plus,
this.
like I said, I'm non-binary.
Yeah, okay.
Female aligned, actually. Where did the culprit flee from?
This is
Yeah,
what
I
used
feel like
Talara's
it might be right
filter
because I
with
feel like
my
if it's dark pink, it'll be
coalescence
very hard like to read.
post-cognition allowed. Those are most suspicious. Here. I know. What about the vet?
You believe the culprit is...
Yes, I'm sure of it. When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, which means the culprit must have
Rock the hair is back in fashion, bitch.
How ludicrous. You're saying the culprit is...
Master, poke it full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course.
What does that mean?
Is that a reference to something?
How ludicrous. They used the vent. That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach it. No one could get out through the vent.
Alright, let's see. Yeah, that is pretty up high. I bet you can.
But
Yeah.
How ludicrous. They used the vent.
That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover
Cover was removed
there's no foothold.
to use to reach it. No one
Could get out through the vent. How ludicrous. They used the vent. That's utterly impossible.
No, it's physically impossible because
Isn't it
pretty high.
high up? There's no
No way you could get there. Even
if the cover was
was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach it.
I'll slash through this mystery. Some of the nails stuck. The culprit used the nails. The weight caused the
So you're forced to fight this way every time.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was Did you find that out using my post?
Yeah,
You'll never be considered a fool.
sorry.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be. Anyway, let's head out. We'll use the.
Right, let's hurry.
The mystery lab. I must ask.
You mean like in the...
An emergency exit, huh?
There is?
But it doesn't solve it. Besides,
And the...
don't worry about it. I'm using it. So,
God.
there it is. So, oh, that's me. All right.
oh look, it's a murderer could. Yes.
Looks like another
The
clue
culprit from
leading us to
Danganronpa has returned. The black culprit has came back.
Considering the culprit, and given the size of the vent,
So the culprit must
Yeah,
be
more of a
here.
rant about
We're narrowing down the poss.
why I hated the first,
Master.
why I
This
fucking
is
hate
all
Zilch
thanks to
so
my
much for
train.
killing those Lord detectives. Because unlike the other first victims in every other game this year in Danganronpa in the franchise,
All right. Let's
unlike
keep going
the
and
victims in
solve
the first chapter
remaining
victims of
locker rooms.
Danganronpa. Okay, technically this is the first chapter, but that was a prologue, even though it felt more like chapter 1 actually. Zilch, rather his hitman, was just fucking horrible. Just kill these because
The second locked room
Yeah.
mystery occurred 3 months ago
Yeah.
in that mansion.
he was paid to and had intentions of, whereas the others were not so much.
The corpse was inside the study.
I mean,
and the room's key
Leon was
found
out of
underneath
self-defense
the
because
corpse.
Psycho's trying to kill him.
If you think you're up for it, then let's solve this thing.
Teru, as much as I hate the guy, he was just trying to save everybody from Nagito's batshit insanity. And
Are you going to the
Kaede
second locked room?
wasn't the killer at all. She was framed. Nope, Zilch killed everybody there. And the guy deserves to rot in hell. with Celeste.
There are dolls nailed across the room. The victim is nailed down, and the culprit was also missing from this room?
And we're trapped again.
I'll try.
Yeah, now I have a weird thing about Hyoko. No, wait,
The door was locked when the corpse was found. And the only key was up. There are no windows that. So how?
yeah, I had like a whole like backstory of Jethro's that he was like about how Jethro.
It's too small for...
Yes.
You can't escape through there.
I wonder if the water tank is.
Let's say that it is. Still,
Right.
there doesn't appear...
You can't escape.
What about... Are you serious?
No.
Are you cured? I'm sure your instinct... You must solve each problem.
I understand.
Damn it!
What if?
That's a cliche
Which means they have nothing...
Huh.
What about jumping into the painting?
Are you serious? Maybe you should see a doctor.
No. Here.
Damn it! Fuck you.
This has to be the spot. To leave the room, the culprit had.
Huh? There's nothing special about.
But there's no other possibility.
But the door itself was locked. After locking it from outside in the.
Try it.
Yep, just like meat on the bone.
Sure. After committing the crime, assuming that's the only way to create.
What are you going to do with that? Don't tell me you still have no.
Hold on, let me think this.
Let me think this through.
Looks like we're locked up.
This is bad, Master! You better.
What do I do?
Calm down. You can do it, can't you?
Yes.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case.
Because of the culprit.
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they managed to throw the key right under the corpse from here. It stopped, but nothing.
If it was wrong, a trap would have.
But there's more to it than that. If you I see. So this is the vital clue for this locked room. I'm beginning to understand what happened here.
Lara, have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
You haven't?
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian. Of course, I don't work for cheap.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got under the corpse. So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in? Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on top of the key. But how do you move a body from outside a locked room?
Aww, the way's completely blocked off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
At least give me a heads up first.
It says, how was the corpse moved?
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but...
Evidence was left at the scene.
Huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Tool?
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure out the rest yourself if you wish to be a true...
Got it.
Got it? You just want... So, I'll help you out.
Huh? Ready for...
Lay it all out!
Oh god, no. It's like Danger up at 2 levels of weird. And less dead Hyoko.
That's right. There was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
You really think a tiny string?
There he is again! That rude and
That deduction is wrong.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded real.
Listen. The nails in that corpse's leg pierced through his body, which means the corpse was fixed in place.
Oh, true. If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be
Indeed. It would.
Laura, you think so too?
What if he...
Huh? The
The truth is slipping further.
Of course it is. Because you're... you...
Master, let's.
yeah.
What if he actually... nailed him beforehand and just had a really good throwing range?
Your deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved?
The corpse was fixed in place.
It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
I'll slash through this mystery. No, there was evidence the body had. The upper and lower parts of the body bled out different. The blood from the lower body but blood from the upper body looks like it flowed in it. If the corpse was motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual blood stains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was...
Oh god, is this like a mat?
What? What's this?
Ah, gross! We gotta.
Unusual circumstances. As long as the corpse was pinned to the... You can't shake.
Even this didn't work?
No, you're correct.
Laura!
There's no doubt a find. So all that remained, that bizarre
The bloodstain. If the bloodstain is the...
Master, we gotta chase after the door. It's getting.
Hey, wait!
The way the model moved. Ouch. Oh well, he was a dick anyway.
That's right! The corpse, that's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight.
What was the body? There goes Phil.
The string I mentioned before was thin, but it was all over the room. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marked.
Alright, so, while his corpse was lying on its back at the time of discovery. I am dead.
The culprit then retrieved all, and with nothing to support it.
And then Yuri shows up. He's like, hey.
It appears this
Careful.
locked room mystery will finally be solved.
Huh? When did that happen?
Maybe you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the Gold Master. You know the answer.
Right.
Okay, this is new.
You gotta think like the culprit, Master.
All right.
Blood place is suspicious. You have to recreate the culprit's locked room.
Maybe you got the order wrong. First, you need to tie...
That,
First, after that, in terms of sequence.
suddenly I'm getting Korakio flashbacks.
That's it. And then the fishing line
Yeah,
passed
yeah,
through
yeah.
the eye to.
Oh? So what else?
No, there's... You proved...
Yeah, this time I'm probably not going to be using a guide as much because one, this
No,
game
there's no need for the...
literally
You
came
proved
out
that you're-
this weekend.
Right. The line was this.
Only the corpses. There's gotta be a better.
And second,
Here. Now, it's clear that
Hang on. Why pull a line through the doll first? Can't you?
to support the body's weight, the line needs to pass next the fishing line.
There are three... Think it over.
second, I do not want this game spoiled for me because
There are three... Think it
I don't
over
think I'm
one
like, doing
more
the
time.
research for this stuff because oh come on, that's
Great work! I think.
There are 3 points. Think it over one more. There are three... Think it over. There are... Think it over.
second,
Now, to return. This kept the corpses.
Is this a game? What you need to do next? Is this a game? What you need... Is this a game? What you need to... Is this a game? What you need...
I bet you like wasting time, don't you?
The culprit. The key was through. If the culprit managed to. The corpse, which was supported only by the line, that's how the culprit created the.
Hooray! You.
Yeah, I do know like the one other person I have left on my Discord, like doesn't own a Switch, so they don't have this game. But since this is on Real Game, I'm pretty sure a PC or even like a put on Steam would be.
The nails on the upper half.
I won't even be surprised if Evan tries to get their grubby little hands on this thing.
That was how the lower half could be secure.
That sure was.
I mean, they bribed Square to put Kingdom Hearts and
Speaking of witches.
and Neo on Steam.
This still.
And it's almost been 2 years since the time limit
Let's solve the rest.
Right.
for that. Well, time limit's up. Like, subscribe, all this stuff.